Zach.
Is any of you named Zach? Anybody named Zach?
Nabadri ang pangalan Zach?
No?
Wala.
Okay. Well, Zach lived a long, long, long time ago.
Si Zach, nagtuyo siya, hugay ng mga panahon.
And Zach had a special job.
O si Zach, adunay trabaho.
But people did not like Zach because of his job.
Apan, dili ganahan ang tao kang Zach tungkol sa iyang trabaho.
Is that nice to not like Zach?
Pwede ba na dili ka ganahan kang Zach?
Not really.
Dili maayo.
Well, one day,
Usa ka adlaw,
there was a famous man who was going to be visiting Zach's town.
na ay sikat kaayo na tao nga bisita sa maong lugar ni Zach.
And Zach wanted to see the famous man so bad.
O si Zach gusto din niya makita kung sikat nga ganahan yun kay siya nga makita ko siya.
So Zach hurried over to the street where the famous man was going to go by.
Gusto si Zach dalan sa dito sa dalan asa tumuagi kung sikat nga tao.
He wanted to see him,
Kaya gusto siya nga makakita ato.
but there was a problem.
Apa na ay problema.
Zach was short.
Si Zach di ay tutol.
And when he got there were so many tall people there.
Pag ato dito niya, dagan kayo mga tagas, di pa na sa nila, dagan kong putol.
And here was little Zach.
Kung gani si Zach, putol.
And he could not see over the tall people.
Di pa siya nakita kay dapat tagas kaya yung mga tao eh.
And Zach was very sad.
Wala na nagbuwan na si Zach.
How would he see the famous man if he could not see over the tall people?
Saan pa yung mga kitaan yung sikat nga? Nakapunta ka sa tapos sa mga puto.
But then Zach got a good idea.
Pero karoon, naghiwalo si Zach kung sa iyang buhaton.
There was a tree.
Ay kahoy.
Do any of you like to climb trees?
Kinsa man na rin para sa paglubi.
How many of you can climb a coconut tree?
Kinsa man nito sweet or tapis din.
Well, Zach decided to climb up the tree,
Si Zach nagdesisyon nga musaka siya sa kahoy.
and then he would be high enough up, he could see over the tall people,
Unya, sa diya makasangan siya sa kahoy, mas taas na siya sa utang mga tao.
and he could see the famous man when he walked by.
Unya, makita na niya kung sikat na tao nga iyang gusto ng tanawon.
And so that is what he did.
Kung sa kauto yung gimo mga bata,
He got up in the tree way up high,
ning saka sa kahoy, ito sa pinakatumoy ng taas.
and maybe he sat down on a branch,
Unya, nilingkod siya dito sa mga masanga.
and he was so careful so he would not fall out of the tree. Boom!
Ninggunit mo siya kaya masing matagat siya, ba?
And he waited.
Unya niya, naghalap siya.
And pretty soon the famous man came walking by.
Unya, naglakaw na dito sikat. Sumod naglakaw.
And Zach was so happy because he got to see him.
Unya, naglipa yung kisi sa akin, nagkakita na dyan siya kung sikat na tao.
Even though he was very short.
Bisan puto siya, sama sa upan dinhi.
Well, the famous man was walking along,
Musakan ko sikat, naglakaw na siya.
and then he stopped,
Unya, nihulong.
and he looked up in the tree.
Nagtanaw siya sa kahoy.
And what do you think he saw?
Unya, usa ba yung nakitaan?
There was Zach in the tree.
Unya, si Zach dito sa babaw sa kahoy.
And he said, Zach, you come down,
Sa naogira.
because I am going to visit your house today.
Kaya muato ko sa inyong balay karon.
Now, how many of you have heard this story before?
Pila man ninyo rin, nakabukog na ito ang storya kaniya ito. Taas ng kamot sa tanong. Sa atong storya.
The famous man, do you know who he was?
Katong sikat na tao, kabalong pinsan to.
It was Jesus.
Oo, tama mo, mo ito si Jesus.
Zacchaeus wanted to see Jesus.
Si Zacchaeus, gusto niya makitaan si Jesus.
Many people hated Zacchaeus because of his job.
Daghan yung nasuko kang Zacchaeus tungod kay tikasan man iyang trabaho.
But Jesus did not hate him.
Apan si Jesus, wala din nasuko kang Zacchaeus.
Jesus had love for Zacchaeus up in the tree.
Kaya si Jesus na I love kang Zacchaeus yung nagsaka sa kahoy.
And Jesus went to Zacchaeus' house that day.
O si Jesus niadto sa balay ni Zacchaeus niadto adlaw mga bata.
And Zacchaeus' life was changed.
O nagbago ang kinabuhi ni Zacchaeus.
See, at Zacchaeus' job, he had been stealing money from people.
Kabalo mo sa trabaho ni Zacchaeus, mangawat sa kwarta sa mga tao.
But Zacchaeus told Jesus that he would repay the money that he had stolen.
Apan iyang isultihan si Jesus, na bayaran ko niya tanan ni kawat.
In fact, he would repay even more money than he stole.
Kunya bayaran na din niya itong iyang gikawatan o masubra pa sa kwarta na iyang gikuha.
And I think that Zacchaeus became a follower of Jesus that day.
Kunya nagunahuna dyan po nga si Zacchaeus na himo siya nagsunod kay Jesus na itong panahon ng mga bata.
Now, you guys have been going to VBS upstairs.
Aminan mo mga bata ha, ingon niya, kamo daw, nagsaka mo dito sa ibabaw matagabi.
You did not have to climb a tree to get there.
O wala kang sakang away ha, hagdanan mo yung saka.
You just had to go up the stairs.
O muna, nag-practice mo saka, apin si Timo, saka po.
But you went there and you learned about where Jesus is always with you.
Ning ato mo nito, saka mo sa ibabaw, kaya inyong nakatunan nga si Jesus na ay, maniti ay nakukuban na niya.
Jesus wants to be your friend.
Si Jesus, gusto siya na mahimo ninyo siya na friend.
Just like he wanted to be Zacchaeus' friend.
Nga, pareha si Zacchaeus, gusto ko niya na mahimo mo na friend.
Zacchaeus was willing to do something crazy.
Si Zacchaeus, gusto niya siya na maghimo sa utang nga, naglisod siya maghimo.
He was willing to climb up that tree to see Jesus.
Saka niya siya kung kahuya para lang niya na makitaan sa Ginoong Jesus.
You may not ever have to climb a tree to see Jesus.
Kamu, dili na mo pinahanglan mo saka o kahoy para makitaan niyo si Jesus.
But I hope that you take time to read the Bible,
Pero naglaom sa mga bata nga mag-abli mo og Bible sa inyong balay.
to learn more about Jesus.
Nga usa kami na ba para tun-an ninyo kinsa si Jesus.
And how much he loves you.
Nga kamo mga bata gigugma mo niya pag-ayo.
And I hope that you let him change your life just like he changed Zach's life.
Nga hinaot ni nga pagpuhon nato ang atong kinabuhi na magbinutan ta sama nga nagbinutan ko si Zacchaeus pagkita niya ng Jesus.
Now I'm going to sing a little song about Zacchaeus.
Karon kanta na po siya dili ko kinong mahitungod sa Zacchaeus.
I don't know if you know this song here or not,
Wala ko